YouTube screen?
Yeah, we are live now. We're broadcasting, so if you refresh your screen, you should see a live broadcast on my page.
YouTube screen?
Yeah, we are live now.
It says live shoutouts and support with Gilz.
Yep, that's me. That's us. That's the deal.
Let YouTube.com. Yeah.
You just want to make sure that you pause the video because there's like a 7 to 10 second delay.
Sweet G.
Are we looking good on your end, Moose?
Wow, that's a delay.
Yeah. You want to rely on Google Hangouts for us, and yeah.
So it says, "Hey, Rick Zhang liked." Is that what I'm looking at here?
What's that? I'm sorry.
Okay, I've got to like scroll that down so I don't even see the video. There we go. That's better. Perfect.
As long as you can see the chat and you see us through Google Hangouts, that's fine.
Ooh, live chat replay. Got it.
Awesome sauce. All right. So it looks like Rick Zhang's here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Who's officially in the chat? He says, hi, folks. So usually it takes a few minutes. You know, could take up to 10 minutes to get a decent amount of people.
They're going early anyway, so.
So you all ready for the weekend or what? He sounds like me, man. He's ready for that weekend.
I've got the to-do list of stuff that most likely won't get done that's growing. So,
and
up the garden and rebuilding new boxes for next year because I got to reconfigure all that. I've got that stuff in the truck that I've got to take care of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I got a list a mile long too. Trust me, I hear you. So, Journer 1511, welcome. Lawrence Becker, welcome. It's great to see you. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Very special evening. Got a very special guest tonight. Well, they're all special.
I'm special in my own way.
Aren't we all? The Redneck Connection's in the house. Recycle Dude.
What is up, Redneck Connection? Good to see you.
Yes, sir. So throughout the evening, we'll have a couple of people on the panel. Would like to get the Diver Dude up here at some point. Talk to him as well. Ain't we all?
Oh, one thing, I got to apologize to you. Something that I noticed in a lot of my videos when I mention you, for some reason, I keep mentioning you by your last name.
Don't feel like you're alone, bud. Don't feel like you're alone. People think that that's my name, Gil. So it works. My sister is known by Gil where she works too. I don't know. It's a first name too. So yeah.
I have a habit of doing the same thing.
It's all good. I took the apostrophe S out of the Gil. It was just too confusing. I felt like it was. People were having a hard time searching for my channel. So it's just Gil Skillz now.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind people calling me Gil. Call me Bob. You can spell it backwards and call me Bob. You can call me Gil. It don't matter.
A lot of worse things they could probably call you.
There is way worse things that people can call me. Just as long as they don't call me late to dinner because I'm late for dinner. Speaking of which, Don makes a mean steak.
I try.
Yes, sir. So we're growing. We're probably all three of us are probably in the chat right now or showing in the list. So we've got a total of 4 people, not including us, watching.
Okay.
Store Dude just arrived. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you.
Hey, Gil, Scratch Kingdom's here.
Nice.
Scrap Kingdom's in the house.
Stand on tour head and they call it what?
Stand on your head and they can call you Pop.
Okay.
What's up, Scrap Kingdom? Good to see you, man.
Scrap Kingdom's in the house. Scrap Kingdom is a full-time scrapper. He does it for a living, and he's one of the most real scrapping channels out on YouTube now, today. Heck of a nice guy.
Yeah. That's a crazy amount of work to do that for a living. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and with Scrap Kingdom, steel is the meal. You know, he goes out and he just gets a whole bunch of steel, and he's got his own warehouse and everything.
There's a lot of people that do that. I mean, it's the easiest thing to scrap. It's, you know, unfortunately the heaviest, but you know, if you've got a truck and a trailer.
Yeah, it's definitely plentiful.
And there's endless amounts of iron out there, so it's a thing most of them.
Like, all you gotta do is just go for a drive in the country here in Maine. You see all kinds of like farm areas with, you know,
come back with a truck full of stuff
in the middle of a field.
Nathan Likes Drums is in the house. How you doing?
What's up, Nathan?
So what are these guys seeing?
These guys see, like, whenever somebody talks, these guys see that person that's talking. Right now they see me. When you start talking, they see you. When Recycle Dude starts talking, they see him.
Yeah, once your voice goes, it automatically switches to that camera.
So I spend more time taking the technology apart as opposed to understanding it. So,
to me, this is fairly new. We just started using this, what, a month ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was, you know, I'm sure it's been around for years, but I'm a little behind on that learning curve too. Banana splits of learning curve.
Big Keg in the house.
Good morning, Big Keg. How you doing, bud? We get a lot of Australians on the channel, which is awesome. Yes, sir. So we got a total of 10 people, not including us, in the chat, which is awesome. I'm hoping to get a little bit more, and then maybe we can start asking you a few questions, Moose.
Me? Why are you targeting me?
Because
Monster Scratcher TN and Jackpot Digger.
Jackpot
Digger's
That's part important.
Monster Scrapper, it's good to see you. The Diver Dude, it is good to see you. Dude! I think he's talking to you, Recycle.
What's up, Big Keg? And the Diver Dude also came in. And what is up, Jackpot Digger?
Nice. All right. I'm going to need some mods tonight. Who wants to volunteer? Remember, there's a 7 to 10 second delay.
Yeah, in the chat there will be.
We'll sit here and listen to crickets for 10 seconds.
Like, don't answer all at once.
Darn it.
Mouse.
Big Keg, is that okay? Mean you want to be a mod? Big Keg, you have donned the purple wrench. Use it in good health.
Oh, there he goes. The purple wrench of power right there.
Purple wrench of power. That's like He-Man's sword. I have the power to bounce you right on this chat.
Blue. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, all right. I guess that's up to for debate. Is that purple or is that blue, guys?
I think it's blue.
You really think it's blue?
I think it is blue, but I'm colorblind, so I can't count for my answer.
Maybe I'm colorblind too, because I'll tell you what. It does kind of look purple to me. A little bit. It's a dark blue, in my defense.
Treasure Hustlers in the house. How's it going, Treasure Hustlers?
Blue Scrapper says that it's blue, so it's got to be blue. Where's the Treasure Hustlers? Hold on a moment. It's good to see you guys. Is it one or both of you?
Looks like two heads there, so that must mean something.
Either way, you are knighted and deputized. You are one of the mods tonight. Thank you for your assistance. Treasure Hustlers is awesome. Whenever we're doing a live chat, whenever we're promoting a channel or something like that, they're throwing links up in the chat for people to click on and stuff like that.
Nice.
Whenever me or Recycle Dude's talking, they throw up a link for our channel. It's really cool.
Yeah, they're good at doing that.
There you go. Look at that beautiful blue name with the blue wrench. It's not purple. I feel embarrassed. All this time I was calling it a blue wrench, purple wrench, excuse me.
I was agreeing with you, so that should tell you something.
Ah. Big Keg busy with the Sheila.
Let's see.
Shout out to Moose from Jackpot Digger there.
Maybe I didn't comment on you. Oh, hey. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's one of the big reasons why I put these videos out there. Just saying major things.
Ozzy off grid. It's good to see you. I got to tell you, Jackpot Digger, you and I have that in common. Moose Scrapper he's the one that inspired me to start my channel, and that's the truth. Not to put you up on too high a soapbox, buddy.
I'm gonna knock myself off. Remember the pit on the blue ribbon?
Read that. That's funny. Look at that. Look at that comment he made. That's pretty funny.
Which one?
He says, I got an alert about free scrap. Is this the place?
I pick my butts in the house.
How's it going, sir? Good to see you.
I'd shake your hand, but I don't think I want
to. In all seriousness, I pick my butt is a good guy. He's got a good channel too.
What's his name again?
Yeah, very funny. But yeah, that's why he named it that way. It's a great conversational piece. He loves hearing people say it. And
you're gonna remember the name. You're gonna definitely remember the YouTube name. So I think it's
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, please, guys, if you don't mind hitting the like button, especially for our the Moose Scrapper for being here tonight, please do. Helps the channel and the live stream rankings. You guys know that. The Diver Dude says I'm not a good scrapper. LOL. I don't believe you. If sarcasm could be detected in text, I would say that it's rich in it.
Great to see everyone. Just got out of work. Thanks for the kind words, Gills.
I meant every word.
That is one monster microphone you got there.
Oh, me? Yeah, well, they say I'm soft voiced, so I figure I needed a big microphone.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, man.
So
did you give us all those IC chips there, Moose?
What was that?
Did you incinerate all those IC chips?
Oh yeah. They're all cooked, and I had a bit of a fun time with those things. I'm working on the last part of the video of crushing them down to powder and then pulling the rest of the gold out. And so I put them in a rock tumbler with some 1/2-inch stainless steel ball bearings to kind of like crush them up, so I could just like set it overnight and forget it and come back the next morning, be fine. Well, when I opened it up, as soon as I pulled that rubber gasket off, this massive cloud of black dust just started bellowing out, and I was on my way to work. I was wearing a white shirt, and I was like, oh crap. So covered in black incinerated ICs and hopefully some gold.
Well, being covered in gold is not a bad thing, I guess.
No, well, yeah, that does kind of stink, yeah.
But it worked well. It's a nice fine powder, so
yeah,
the video should come out really well.
Well, that's good to hear. At least that's awesome. We're looking forward to it, man. A lot of people have been looking forward to seeing more of your videos. It's awesome to hear they're in the works. Jackpot Digger, he watched my collaborative video with you guys, and I gave it like a sneak peek of your IC chip part 1 or part 2 video. When I said, Those icy chips are on fire! He just busted a gut laughing. He just said it in the chat too. It's funny.
Diver Dude says, nice meeting. Hold on, I'm trying to go up to this chat real quick. Oh, Pick My Butt says, nice to meet you, Moose Scrapper.
Same here.
Yeah, Lawrence Becker says he's looking forward to future videos from you, which is cool.
320 Homestead, how's it going?
Welcome to the chat, guys. It's an awesome chat this evening. They're all awesome, what can I say? But we get a special guest today. We get the Moose Scrapper. Yes, sir.
Danos Dive in the house. What's up, Danos?
Danos Dive, welcome.
A lot of love going back and forth between those two. 320 Homestead and Aussie Off Grid.
Yes. Some magical things happen in our chats.
I'm sorry, every time I see Mouse, I giggle a little bit. Is it just a YouTube lose, or you slacked on the scrap too? Just curious. Yeah, I get that question a lot. I haven't. Yes, I have slacked off. I've slacked off big time. Just, you know, I'm. It's really no simple answer to that. I have like 250 videos ish. So one, I'm kind of running out of things to scrap. And you know, between trying to take care of a house by myself, being a single parent, working a full-time job, doing the eBay store, the YouTube channel, the garden, and all this other stuff going on, my woodworking, other kind of part-time job thing. Yeah, it's been difficult to get enough time. Plus, this computer is getting old, so whenever I go to edit a video and upload it, I'm looking at least 2 hours for one video.
Oh, wow.
My upload speed is horrible.
I completely understand, man. I mean, I'm married. I'm tag teaming it with my wife as far as the kids go and life and everything. So I completely understand where you're coming from. But it's great that you're making a comeback. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people really like your channel. So
yeah, you're gonna hit that 50,000 before the end of the year. I'm almost positive. You're within 2,000, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit under 2,000.
Yeah.
I wonder if anything interesting is going to happen once I hit that 50K mark. YouTube going to
I don't know. YouTube might send you a box of chocolates. Play button looking chocolates. The Diver Dude says he's trying to get back into it, aka scrapping.
I was gonna say, Gil's, YouTube's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Jackpot Digger's asking if that is your main revenue, Moose. Scrapping.
Sorry, what?
Jackpot Digger's asking. He said, "Gotcha," but main revenue and scrap is. He's asking if that's what you make your money off of primarily.
Oh heck no! Actually, scrap is like, I make so little money off of scrap these days. And I've got my regular 40-hour-a-week job at Maine Medical Center, and my eBay store is probably the second biggest income. I resell things for other people for commission. Plus, oftentimes I'll find things like on Craigslist that people are giving away that have resale value, so I'll do that. And then, the money I make from the YouTube channel, and then I would say the wood crafts that I make, and then finally scrap metal. I mean, it's sad to say, but it's gotten to that point where the money that I make from the scrap yards is so minimal compared to what I can make from selling things that people have given me to scrap.
Makes sense. Scrap Kingdom says that he's enjoying this. It's just nice. And people are sharing the love. You know, I almost just assumed not to say this because I figured everybody knew him. But for those of you that do not know the Moose Scrapper, go on over to his channel and check it out. The man is a walking encyclopedia when it comes to scrap. He's been doing the majority of e-waste lately, but I'm telling you, if there's something to scrap, he's most likely got a video out there scrapping it. So you ought to check it out.
Lots of people are coming and supporting you, Moose.
Yeah, they sure are. The Diver Dudes got you.
So
Store Dude says hashtag live for the win.
So what does that mean?
What was that?
What does that mean? Supported.
That means they subscribe to your channel.
Okay.
YouTube has gotten very, very politically correct with the term sub or subscriber. You'll hear, if you go into a lot of live chats, you'll hear people say supported or I got you or I supported you. That just means that they've subbed to your channel.
All right. So what's politically incorrect about saying subbed?
It's indirectly related to the sub for sub thing, you know, more or less. That's the closest I can come to an answer.
Right.
But everybody in this chat knows how we feel about that. We always encourage people to, you know, check each other's channels out in the chat. There's always a wealth of talent and awesome channels within our chats. So check them out. If there's something or a channel that you think you like, hit that subscribe button, but don't stop there. Watch a video, hit a comment, hit a like, so that that person can keep that earned subscription.
Yeah, it's about that's when the word comes in instead of subscribing.
I'm not the most politically correct person, so you're still going to hear me say subbed and subscription, and they're not going to demonetize me for that. So,
you said it's overwhelming. The eBay. It sounds like you're thinking that eBay is kind of overwhelming for you. A lot of people think it is. And I actually do have 3 videos on my DIY Daddy channel on basic like eBay selling. It's really not that bad. It's kind of daunting when you first look at it, but after you like post and sell one thing, it's so easy after that.
I sell tons on eBay.
Yep, there you go.
Who's they? Who's they can't spell? Lawrence Becker, who's they?
I think he's saying eBay. I mean YouTube, because you know they're making a joke. I'm sure he's making a joke. Gabo,
sharing the love here as always. Thank you guys for supporting each other, subscribing to each other's channels. I'm just gonna say, it just goes. I get triggered when I hear that. When I hear channels say, "Don't say so." Don't say so. It bothers me because, we're all adults,
Right. Well, just like Danos Dive said, I mean, there are submarines all over the world that, might be very offended by that.
Exactly. See, I like the way you think.
That's a good eye. I didn't see. That's funny.
Danos. It's good to see you back in the live stream game, brother. It's good to see you. So let's see. Hit the like button. Only 3 likes. I'm showing 10 over here, bud.
See, the good thing about eBay, especially when scrap's going up and down, you can always make the same or more money on eBay almost any time than scrap. A lot of the times, it's worth more to sell something than scrap something. Obviously, I found.
Well, hell, even scrap metal, you can get more money for it on eBay.
Yeah.
A box of copper wire, you can get so much more money for it on eBay, and they pay the shipping. And everything. I mean, electronics, gold material that you want to have recycled. I mean, understand why there are so many people who are willing to overpay for this material.
Yeah. That's the truth about a great many things, too. As far as people willing to overpay.
I mean, I put things up for auction, and in the description, I put black and white. Look, the estimated value of this is X, all right? And the auction goes way past it.
Oof.
I don't get it.
Nikos Polsky, it's good to see you. Welcome to the chat. My Vicarious Life has joined the party.
You can literally pull a processor out of a computer, put it on eBay, make $50 to $100 just for the processor, which is obviously way more you're going to make than just the tower if you sold the tower. So.
And there are people out there who collect those like crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You get a decent vintage one, especially one of those gold, gold-plated processors, Pentium, whatever. Oh my gosh. Got to be entertained while folding laundry. Sub.
Right.
I appreciate you guys joining my rebellious sub thing. I'm not surprised Kingdom's in the chat. I'm glad Kingdom's in the chat. I hope Kingdom's still in the chat. I agree. You want to make money with scrap, you have to have a lot of volume. That's for sure, Jackpot Digger.
Mm-hmm.
But scrap's always been like stocks, though. Sometimes it'll go up, sometimes it'll go down. That's why you got to debate if you're holding on to it or getting rid of it.
Yep.
Check out my Facebook page. Mechanic, you'll understand.
Oh, yeah. No problem at all. Tales from the Lotus podcast. I like your style, man. And when Recycle Dude played your video,
oh my God,
all 4 seconds of it, the face that he made was priceless.
Yeah, I was definitely not.
Make Recycle Dude look like that, I'm gonna sub to.
It's hard to do, so that was really caught me off guard.
It's so funny. So Recycle Dude was doing his own stream earlier today, Moose, and he's doing his thing. And as I told you earlier, we like promote YouTubers. So he gets Tales from the Lotus podcast on there. And he's like, all right, I'm going to check out his channel. Let's check out a video real quick. And he plays it, and it just spewing out profanity. And he stops. He's like white as a ghost. Sorry, it could have happened to me too, Recycle Dude. I'm laughing with you, not at you.
Jackpot Digger says, when I started full-time, my goal was a minimum of 2 trips to the yard at 70 per MT. In those days was the only way of going.
$70 per metric ton?
Yeah.
God. And any of you guys remember back when steel was like $270 a ton?
Oh, yeah.
I remember those days.
Those were good days.
Very much. Tales from the Lotus podcast is asking you a question, Recycle Dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got the delay in the chat. Let's see here.
Oh, I know. It's all good. We help each other out with the chat too, Moose. We get, if we start talking to each other, you lose track of what people are saying in the chat.
Oh, yep. You can do. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Tails. Not a problem. X0GB402 in the house. How's it going?
That's right. Treasure Hustlers was there too. Oh my gosh, it made my day. I just could not stop laughing.
Wait, what's that?
Does anybody know? Yeah, Diver Dude, we're gonna get you on in just a few minutes, bud. Okay. No worries. I got your email address right here.
Lauren says here in West Virginia, it's about $6 a hundred. Better.
Yeah, it's about $6 a hundred. So that's what? That's 6 cents a ton. 6 cents.
Yeah, about 6 cents. I'm getting 4.9 cents for every 100 in Michigan.
Man, I just hope it turns around soon. Seriously.
Scrapper Girl in the house. What's up, Scrapper Girl?
Welcome, Scrapper Girl.
Is this the new Scrapper Girl or the old Scrapper Girl?
New Scrapper Girl.
New Scrapper Girl. All right.
Yeah.
This is the new one.
Appreciate you all being in the chat this evening. It looks like we've got 17 people.
Oh, we have 20, Gil.
Well, that's where I'm always deducting us. The three of us.
No, we have 21, so that's... Uh-oh, Scrap and Pallet Man's in the house. What's up, sir?
You gotta play something for him.
Scrap and Pallet Man. Nice. I like me the pallets. I do.
Moose will tell you, I've been singing your praises, Scrap and Pallet Man. I've been telling them all about you. Box of wine. You gonna play Scrap and Pallet Man's theme music, bud?
I can, I guess. I don't want to interrupt
You always do.
the chat festivities. Nice camera video.
Scrapper Girl says the old one will never do videos again. Huh.
That's a shame. I don't think she knew very much about scrapping, but she did put together a good video.
Stop.
She said there's only one Scrapper Girl, me.
That's right. You're absolutely correct. And we love you.
All right, Moose, I have to play the song real quick. So this is something I do every time he comes in our stream. I'll make it fast, though, if I can find it. Okay, I think I found it. You're about to find out why I have the big microphone.
Yes, Tales from the Lotus podcast. He is from Michigan.
It's probably where he's from, maybe. All right, Scrap Palmet, here you go. There's a man who goes to your neighbors. When it comes to the landfill, he's a saver. He picks up all your scrap and uses the memory. I don't have a video out tomorrow. Scrap Pallet Man, Scrap Pallet Man, trapping in your mail, selling pallets when he can. Guess I got to keep with the routine, right?
Absolutely. Can't get out of practice with it, man. Just to give you a little bit of background there, Moose, Recycle Dude, he does all sorts of parodies, intros, outros for whoever asks for one. He's done one for me too. I have an outro. If you watched any of the last 5 or 6 videos I've done, I've posted it right at the very end. It's quite good at it. Very creative.
Thank you, Gil. Appreciate that. Man, they're coming in now, though. Seriously, Gil, we're at 20.
Yeah. Geez, the chat's growing, which is awesome. That's great. Well, Moose put out the call to action on his channel, too, which is really cool. So hopefully we'll see some of his folks stop on in.
That would be nice.
Yayos. All right, so I guess I'll start with some of my questions, Moose. We got a decent amount of people in here. So when did you first start scrapping, bud?
That was a little under 10 years ago. My wife at the time had kind of decided that she didn't want to work anymore, so needed some extra income. So I started scrapping. I guess the leading thing that brought me into it was we had a computer, a desktop that died, and I went to go bring it to the local dump to get rid of it, and they wanted to charge me $10. And I was like, what? $10 just to get rid of this little tower? So I brought it back home, started surfing YouTube, and found out, oh, hey, there's precious metals in here. And from there, it kind of sprawled off. I ended up watching 10 different videos just to get the information that I wanted, and kind of got frustrated with the whole process. So I started thinking, well, maybe if I made one video that had the information from all of these videos in one, it might be helpful to people. So that's kind of how that part got started. But the whole scrapping thing was, necessity, just.
I'd say so, because, I mean, your channel took off pretty quick, considering the time. YouTube was a very different place when you started out.
Yep. Yeah, it took me. I mean, back then there were like maybe 3 or 4 really big people in scrapping. I was like Mike the Scrapper, Jack the Scrapper was really big. The Bigger Hammer, Scrapperella.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember Scrapperella. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a tight community back then. I mean, at one point we even had each other's like cell phone numbers, and Scrapperella would call me like from time to time when she was waiting for her kids at the bus stop. And I was just like, "So, how's it going?" Waiting in Florida, I'm freezing my butt off here in Maine.
Guys, I've got a preset list of questions for Moose that I'm going to ask at random. If anybody has any questions for the Moose Scrapper, don't hesitate to ask. That's why he's here, to interact with all you peeps and let you know that he's still alive and kicking, and he's going to be a thriving. So just feel free to throw it in the chat, and we'll answer your questions as best we can. Thank you, Scrapper Girl.
Yeah, thank you.
Anthony Rosado. Scrap Kingdom. No.
I remember Marcel's videos. Those are funny.
Oh, shoot. So, let's see. The Diver Dude wants to get on board, doesn't he?
Danos Dive. So I'm going to give a question for Moose. Danos Dive was asking, who was your first subscriber?
Ooh, that's a good question. Do you know who it is?
Is it really bad that I don't exactly know who? It's like one of 10 people. It was either this YouTuber called Poozmate, who I believe is out of England. This person's been watching my video, like every single one of my videos. It's like, you can have 48,000 subscribers, but whenever you post a video, like only like 2,000 people will watch it.
Yeah.
Right. So not everyone watches what you put out. This person watches every single video that I put out and comments and all. It's great. So it was either them, Jack the Scrapper, Mike the Scrapper. It was one of those. I think it was one of those 3. I like asked them. I was like, trying to get information from them, and then when I told them I was finally going to, start posting videos, they subscribed. So that was really my first.
That's awesome.
So Gaming Savage is new here. How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Gaming Savage. Welcome. We appreciate you being in the chat. For those out that are new to the chat, me and Recycle Dude normally co-host either on my channel or his. And the primary reason we do these live streams is to help each other, as in our YouTube creators, grow and thrive. We're here to answer any questions, offer any tips and tricks that we've learned all along the way since we started our channels to help your channel grow and thrive.
So real quick, just update you on the chat. So SOJOURMER says, I started the scrapping thing because of Moose, watched quite a few videos on it, and between Moose and E-Waste Ben, it's been fun so far.
As long as it stays fun, keep it fun.
Yeah. Seriously, you gotta. As long as it's a passion of yours and you enjoy doing it, keep doing it.
Keep Simple says Moose got me hooked years ago.
That is keeping it simple.
Jackpot Digger says,
yeah, you got me hooked years ago too.
Jackpot Digger is asking, so Moose, you started YouTube same time as scrapping?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was within the same month.
Those are the best subs. Yep. Very true.
Scrapper Girl asks, what is your favorite thing to microscrap?
You beat me to it.
Microscrapping. Define microscrapping.
Well, your sort of e-waste scrapping really could be classified as microscrapping.
Right. So I think my favorite thing to scrap would be desktop computers. If I had to go to microscrapping, I would have to say hard drives. I love taking those little suckers apart. Nice big chunk of aluminum. Those magnets come in handy. I've got uses for those on my DIY Daddy channel. You've got a video how you hang your screwdrivers from them on your desk.
Yep.
So there's all kinds of fun stuff in there. Those little discs, the
platters, yeah,
platters inside. Those actually make really cool squirrel deterrents. If you like tie them to a string and like let them like just spin around, it's that flashing light that kind of like, and if you put some of them close together when they clink, it's like a wind chime. So, and for those of you, for people who know me, they know that I'm really not a big fan of the squirrels or the fluffy-tailed rats because they destroy my garden. So.
Wow. Anthony Rosado is asking what micro scrapping is. Really, it's a term that the scrapping community created to identify like scrapping smaller things, taking things apart. Like when you're scrapping out there, like you've got a lot of people know the Scrap Kingdom. He goes out and he'll throw a grill in the back and he'll throw that in shred and whatnot or what have you. Maybe not a grill's not a good example, but there are people that will pick things apart to get the little bits of different kinds of metal out of stuff. That's really what micro scrapping is.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, if you got like a water heater is a prime example. I've seen like Scrap Pallet Man. I've seen Scrap Kingdom do it where they just throw it on the truck and they'd bring it to the scrap yard and put it in shred. A micro scrapper would take the time, which a lot of full-time scrappers don't have, but they would take the time to literally take it apart for the brass and the potential copper coil that's in it, and just that's really what micro scrapping is. Would you agree, micro scrapper? Would you agree, Moose Scrapper? Or not?
What's that?
Somebody calling you, Eric? I mean, for a second, dude?
I'm not thinking so.
That was weird.
So sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, Jack Thinker says, micro scrapping is the opposite of kingdom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Moto Goatee Driver? Moto Goatee Driver. I have not heard of him. Have either of you guys heard of him?
No.
No problem, Anthony. For what it was worth, I don't think I really did a good job at articulating it.
Big
Who's
Keg.
getting grumpy? Who's getting grumpy, Big Keg? Let him have it. You've got the power of the mod.
Big Keg says, good bunch of people tonight. Anybody ever heard of? Oh, that's what you're at.
Oh, Danos Dice says micro scrappers are mental. Maybe. Some are. So let's see. Anybody else have any other questions before we continue? I'm going to go ahead and add another guest to the panel.
Jackpot Digger says, I dig the micro scrapping, but it need to be worth it. Most of the time, it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Moose. You going to say something?
Yeah, I mean, micro scrapping, unless you can do it large scale, like if you have like an air chisel set up and you can just strip boards really, really fast, it's really not worth it. It's so much easier to just sell it off to refiners. I could recommend, actually, no, I'm not going to recommend any, sorry. But yeah, just get yourself a good online refiner or someone that you have. Yeah, I just send it off. Did I follow up the topic there? Did I stray off? I do that from time to time.
Oh, you're fine. We do that all the time here, don't we, Recycle Dude?
Yeah, we do.
It's all good. This is a safe place, sir. Let's see. Yeah, I have to agree when it comes to micro scrapping. I mean, if there's not a need for the money and you're more a hobbyist, then yeah, I would micro scrap.
Oh yeah.
You'll get to take things apart. If you like to tinker, if it's more of a hobby, go for it. But if there's more of a need for the money and you need the money right away, you want to lean away from micro scrapping.
Right. Or if you are trying to not hoard, I'm going to use the right word. If you're trying to collect a bunch of say boards, chips, things of that nature, then it's not a bad idea to do the micro scrapping. If you're not in need of the money, you just want to collect a bunch of it.
Yeah, I enjoy micro scrapping. I enjoy seeing what things look like on the inside. You know what I mean? So I like taking stuff apart, and it's great to have that little extra, bit of money at the very end of it. Is it worth my time? I mean, do I make minimum wage? Probably not, but I enjoy doing it. It relaxes me in the evening after I get out of work. So it really depends on your perspective.
You can either sit there and play Candy Crush or veg out in front of the TV or do something that
exactly.
And can actually make a little bit of money. But
All right, I got to catch up on the chat here. Hold on just a moment. Scrapper Girl says the Ego guy's injured himself today. Dumpster diving, so be careful. Let's see.
That's something I've never done.
What's that?
Dumpster diving.
Have you done trash picking before?
Not really. The dumpster diving, I'm just afraid that, if I fell in, I'd never be able to get out. I'm kind of gravity challenged. But as far as like trash picking, I've never really had to that much. Whenever I've needed scrap, I just, troll Craigslist or put an ad on Craigslist or freecycle.com. That's a pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it's the thrill. I think a lot of people do it because there's a thrill of a hunt there. You know what I mean? You go out and you see what you see and you get what you get, but you never know what you're going to get. Because I mean, you could network, you can call people, leave cards and stuff, and you can do pickups like that. I think it's the thrill of the hunt, truthfully.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I mean, here in Maine, very often you'll see like the day after a yard sale, people will just put everything by the road for free, or people around here know that if they have something metal, they can just leave it by the road. So there's really no picking involved. You just pull over, grab it, and go.
Right. All right. Scrapper Girl says micro scrapping is the best. I knew I loved you for a reason. All right. Let's see. So how do you guys generate clients? Advertising, we should do a handbill or flyer. Well, it's certainly a good question. Essentially, you just get out and you network. I mean, if you start in your local community, you go to the store, make yourself up a little card, throw it up, talk to the manager of the store, let them know what you're doing, and and just kind of get around like that. And trust me, it will get back to you.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I had a subscriber at one point who wanted to get into it really hard and heavy, and he started going around to all like the cell phone vendors, and he was surprised that a lot of those companies, especially where he was at, when people would trade in a cell phone, they would literally throw them away. They had this recycling bin, so he would just make a deal with them. I'll give you like a percentage. And he was walking away with tons and tons and tons of cell phones. So he was able to get into it that way.
That's cool. Scrap Kingdom says, taking things down to their essential elements, that is micro scrapping. I couldn't have said it better myself. The Diver Dude's calling Recycle Dude a hoarder.
Jackpot Digger says, trash picking is urban mining in my mind, same as an old timer going with his pan searching for gold. I'll leave with my truck and never know what the end with its really cool feeling.
Yeah, it's the thrill of the hunt, really. You kind of, I mean, I don't want to call it gold fever because it's really not gold fever, but there's that anticipation. You're gonna go, oh, geez, what am I gonna get today? It's exciting, and it's addicting, believe it or not.
Dr. Zarklov, I'm hoping to post that within the next week or 2 weeks. And it should be the last video in the IC chip series.
Did somebody just donate?
I think that's what I saw, sir.
Wait. I can't. I don't see any verbiage or anything there. Well, who donated? Oh, Mamie Mouse. There it is. Thank you so much for that. You are the first person that's ever donated on my channel. It's not necessary, but I have to tell you, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Dr. Zarklov is wondering when Moose is going to post the next IC chip processing video.
Was that at Moose?
Yes, that was for Moose.
Yeah, I answered that like 2 minutes ago.
Well, sometimes people come in, you know, they'll come in mid live stream. So you'll find yourself repeating yourself a little bit.
That's all right. I just getting used to this. So yeah, the last video for the ICs should come out within the next week or two. Yep.
Yeah, Dano Stive says Scrapper Girl talked to a local computer repair shop and asked if they would like her to pick up to make pickups for them, a free service.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great way to, you know, to get e-waste like that, you know.
Just make sure you say no to CRT monitors.
Yeah, because they are a giant. They cost more than you're going to get out of them for scrap. And the right thing to do, truthfully, is to have them recycled. You know, bring them to some processing center where they're going to take care of them right.
And definitely say no to CRT TVs.
Right.
And CRT monitors. Yeah, Scrap Kingdom says he couldn't live off the money from micro scrapping. I would only make $200 a week. No, for someone like you, no, it's not for you. It would be a complete waste of time for you. You could be out scrapping. You could be out getting tons and tons of steel. And, you know, the byproducts of which is, you know, with the aluminum and copper and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
He does micro scrap a bit, you know, but he primarily sticks to steel. Steel's the meal, right? Right, Scrap Kingdom?
Nice. Way to go, Scrapper Girl. All my donations and most money I make from recycling I put into environmental projects to clean up lakes, rivers, and plant trees. Also education of kids. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Seriously, that is awesome.
Very cool.
Guys, I'd like you to give a nice round of applause with emojis to my mods tonight, Treasure Hustlers and Big Keg. They're doing a fantastic job tonight. Thank you very much for taking up the mantle. Don't get me wrong, Scrapper Girl. There's a lot of copper that comes out of them, but if you're, you know, that tube, you're left with that tube afterwards, and that's not fun. Thank you, guys. Clap, clap, clap. Woohoo! I picked my butt still here.
Scrap Kingdom says picking garbage and scrapping is the world's second oldest profession.
What's the first?
Now I'm kind of curious now too.
Well, we know what the first one is.
Got you playing in the background, making on video, so in and out. No, that's totally cool. Totally cool. Yeah, Mammy, thank you so much for that donation. It really does mean a lot to me that you did that. Seriously. I'm going to put it toward my paying my mortgage fund / I need a new computer fund. Politicians are the first.
That's pretty good.
All right, so the diver dude, are you still here? Looks like you did a huge round of applause a minute or two ago. If you're still here, I'll try to get you on the live panel for a bit if you'd like. Haircut fund, yeah, I need a haircut. Yeah, I can't do a thing with it.
Diver dude says, yeah, mate.
Awesome. All right. Give me just a second here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and send him an invite.
All right. See you later, Lawrence. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming, Lawrence. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget, check each other's channels out. We're here to support each other, too. If there's a channel that you like, feel free to subscribe. Use this chat as a forum for exposure for your channel and other people's channels. All right, I just sent the invite, the Diver Dude. I'm looking forward to meeting you in virtual chat here.
I shall return in 1 minute, guys.
Shot! I forgot to say that. Kind of like saying Yahtzee. Whenever Recycle Dude gets up to go to the bathroom or gets a refill of wine, I say shot. We all have to take a shot. Whatever we're drinking. So, you know, cheers.
Is he drinking wine right now?
Nope. I'm stocked up on Pepsi.
Oh my goodness. Loud. Hello. I don't know if you can hear
Diver
me.
Dude.
Hey.
How are you, brother?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad. It's good to have you on the live panel.
Yeah, man. I'm awake. I'm here. That's good.
Sweet. Yep, Recycle Dude had to go powder his nose. He'll be back shortly.
Oh, sounds about right.
Uh-huh. It does, doesn't it? All right,
He's
let's
probably filling up his cup.
So Scrap Kingdom says, being your average picker, oftentimes you feel like human filth. Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, if you have to do it out of necessity, I can kind of see where you're coming from there, but you're not human filth, man. Trust me, you're not. And anybody who does it isn't,
What?
especially out of necessity for their family. Jackpot Digger, Scrap Kingdom, and it's the funniest way as well. Huh? Shot. Oh, thank you, Treasure Hustlers. Shot.
Right. So big keg appears to expose. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Scrapper Girl is asking you, Moose, if you're still heavy into gold recovery.
Well, yes, I am still heavy, and yes, I am still into gold recovery, but I'm not heavy into gold recovery. Sorry.
Well said, sir.
I do. A lot of my scrapping has dwindled down quite a bit, so pretty much all I do now is like desktop computers. So, you know, a bulk of that is going to be, you know, steel and aluminum heat sinks and things like that I'll scrap. But I do still process myself, most of it.
That's cool. It's certainly good to know.
Where do you find like most of your desktops? I can't find like anything.
Good question.
You know, it's funny. It's at this point in the game, it's not something that I really spend a whole lot of time going out looking for. It just finds me. When I first started, apparently I was really loud. I put my name out on all kinds of like community boards and, you know, different places all over southern Maine, and I'm getting trickle from that even now. So like there was this old Gil, you know where Cumberland is, right?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Bob. I gotta stop doing that. Anyway, so in Cumberland, I had this woman put my business card in the church there on like one of those little quartz bulletin boards, and it's been there for 6 years. So I still get calls from this one business card that was put there 6 years ago. So I really, you know, if you put yourself out there and you really advertise yourself, there's lots of free ways to advertise yourself. If you do that really big to start off with, you'll find that you're going to get a trickle that just continues over time without having to do anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like people in the local community know that I do scrapping, so they'll occasionally drop off stuff, which is really cool. In fact, I made a video about it one day. Somebody just showed up with a trunk full of stuff. So here, take what you want. I'm like, all right. But seriously, though, I mean, the circle widens with the word of mouth from the people that you've interacted with. So it goes from my local community, and I've had them tell others, and they've gotten in touch with me. And I've gotten a lot of stuff that way, just by word of mouth.
Yeah. And my YouTube channel. I mean, just that. I mean, oddly enough, living in Maine, you know, one of the least populated states in the country, it's amazing how many times I've been approached by someone who watched one of my videos and said, "Hey, I live in Portland. I used to work for a phone company. I've got all these like server blades and stuff like that. Would you be interested?" So, I mean, it's just, there's so many different ways to get yourself out there, and it all pays off.
I post ad on Craigslist in the free section, you know, that I pick up free electronics, and I get tons of stuff. You know, that way as well.
Hey, Big Keg, at some point, if you're interested, we can get you on the panel as well, because I know that there's a question that you want to lob the scrapping panel. I'll dub us the scrapping panel.
I don't think I qualify for the scrapping panel.
Why not?
I don't do any scrapping.
What? All right, eject. No,
I'm just in the dumpster diving panel.
So, so what do you look for? I mean, you don't look for metals or anything like that, or are you just looking for resellable stuff?
Yeah, just anything that sort of catches my eye, you know, something cool and fun, stuff that I can give away or donate, maybe. Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm just checking the chat out here. It looks like my mods are doing a fantastic job.
It really is.
Gills handle this chat pretty well. Are you saying I'm handling the chat pretty well, or you want me to handle something? It looks like the mods are doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
But yeah, it's good to have you all on, and it's great to have you guys here in the chat as well. I'm grateful for every one of you that came tonight. Yes, sir. So does anybody have any questions for any of the people that are on the panel? Treasure hustlers. Let randoms come out of the panel of experts, Bob? Are you saying that you're random?
They're trolling.
Are you saying you're random? I had you on. Just kidding, just kidding. Oh, now you're backpedaling. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All those winky faces.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Randall. We did pre-plan a lot of people on tonight, but there's only select people right now that I trust to be on the panel. You have to understand, you know, someone could say something out of context or accidentally cuss or something like that, or heaven forbid, I could get a copyright strike. We have to really watch out for that. So,
well, you don't do cussing on your channel. You don't cuss.
Occasionally, I do. Yeah, yes, I cuss like a sailor when I'm off, you know, the video, but I try to keep it clean. Channel.
Yeah, fair enough. People don't seem to like it.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that love it, and then there are people that really hate it. So I just try to keep it as clean as possible.
So Martin McFly says, I just wanted to say thanks to Moose. I watched so many older videos, and anything to get scrapped, chances are you have a video about it.
Not necessarily a good video, but a video. I mean, I can definitely show you what's inside a whole lot of things. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the learning process for me anyway. I mean, getting people who would give me all of these electronics that they were just throwing out, like, well, I've never scrapped a dehumidifier before. Let's try that out. Make a video on it, or, you know, a water heater, not a hot water heater. I got lectured about that one so many times from viewers.
Does somebody need to answer a doorbell or a door?
Yeah, that was my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh.
I'll be back. Gotta answer the door.
Shut! No, I'm just kidding. False alarm.
I just did a video. Wow.
Who's in a pissy mood tonight? You both treasure hustlers. You're in pissy moods.
Who's in a pissy mood?
Sarah, Jackie says Sarah gave me the bird. She gave me 2 birds.
I think they're drinking. They're getting pissed.
Perhaps.
They're in a pissy mood.
Perhaps. Could be a lack of sleep too. Jackie did say that she's staying up. She was staying up specifically for our stream tonight.
Martin McFly, I like the screen name. Is that a reference to the Back to the Future? I'm gonna guess, which is one of my favorite movies. So I gotta ask you.
Yes.
Everyone wants to know where my videos are. I'm in the middle of changing up my editing and everything because I was just editing on my phone, but I've just got a laptop and a new camera and everything, so sort of in a learning curve at the moment. I'm not sure when my next video is coming. Probably a few more days. I keep saying that, just a few days, just a few days. I'm not too sure really. Just a few days.
Yeah, the term is indefinite until he can make another video.
Yeah, I've got part of a video made and I've got another one mostly recorded. So I don't know. We'll see how we go, hey?
Scrapper Girl says, I'm amazed how Moose Scrapper and the Eco guys look like brothers.
Wait, why did we skip over her other comment about the stripping video she just made? Just wondering.
Oh, we're gonna go back to that one.
Yeah, I see a couple of guys, rolling back their mouse here, trying to find it. No, that's funny.
Oh, maybe you didn't like Back to the Future? Seriously?
Absolutely a
Is that what she's booing?
That's cool.
That's awesome. Very cool.
It is Marty McFly, not Martin.
Right, but he probably had to put Martin because it was probably already taken. YouTube's the names.
That's true. That is true. So Mammy Mouse is asking what we do for day jobs. I guess I'll start.
Well,
I work at home, but I work for a company called Wayfair, and a lot of you may know Wayfair. It's basically an online company that you can get just about anything from. And I'm a logistics coordinator for them, in charge of any freight that gets damaged along the way to determine what needs to be done with it. Next.
I work in the pet industry. I take care of dogs, cats, all kinds of things like that. That's what I do mainly when I'm not scrapping and doing YouTube and etc.
Are you like a vet?
No, I don't. I can't fix animals if they're broken or injured. But I do the whole maintenance of animals. I won't get into details, but I got to walk them. I take care of them. All the bad and good stuff.
You got just what I need.
Yeah.
You say he's just a friend, but you say he's just a friend. Jostlers. Shoot.
Who are we next? Is it Diver Dude? What do you say? Your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go next. I clean shopping centers.
That's cool.
I'll just walk around. I'll do some cleaning.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's a job.
Any job's a good job.
Yeah.
Right.
It pays the bills.
Mine
That's
does,
what counts.
so I got to get another one.
That's right.
An additional one, I should say. I do like working at home.
Isn't that why we're all here?
Yeah.
Much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treasure Hustler says, now that's a Wayfair commercial.
Treasure Hustler says I'm a pet sitter. Oh my god.
What? I grabbed 2 jackpot. Treasure Hustlers.
Frenchman in the house. Scrap till I die, tabernacle. Oh, treasure hunter. Just to let you know, that's vulgarity. That's a bad word. It's French, but it's a bad word.
Well, it's funny, you know, how people always, it doesn't matter what you're saying, you know, you could cuss in any language and somebody will say, excuse my French.
Oh, it's
Right.
true. That's
It is true. People swear in French. It sounds like silk coming out of somebody's mouth.
Yeah, certain languages, you don't know what they're saying depending on what they're.
I'm really tempted right now because I speak French, but
See?
Go for it.
Swearing at me silky smooth. Oh, shoot. Treasure Hustler says, oops, I meant scrappers. Stupid autocorrect. Yeah. You fart and say, excuse me, French. Geez, so my other questions that I had for you, people already asked / you already answered. So that's cool. With Scrapper. Very, very cool.
Scrap, yeah. What you
so
said.
that's
So Scrapper Girl's asking what you do, Blue Scrapper.
my mild mannered day job. I work in child and adolescent psychiatry. Basically, kind of like a nurse without the title and the paycheck. So, yeah, just a whole variety of things in that area.
So you're the assistant to the regional manager.
Right.
If anybody gets that reference, please put it in the chat. You're the assistant. I'm the assistant regional manager. No, you're the assistant to the regional manager.
I'm the guy that makes sure that the doctors don't accidentally kill anyone. I'm the guy that gets the height, weight, blood pressure, body mass index. I do all the rating scales, medication refills, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow, I clean poop from toilets.
Hey, it's got to be done.
Was it recycled? Was it recycled?
Some people think so.
Jackpot Digger has a question for Moose. Have you already been recognized on the street? I guess he's asking if someone recognized you on the street somewhere from your channel.
What? Yes, the first time was creepy as hell. I was walking into Walmart and this guy just yelled, "Moose!" And I just stopped. I was frozen. I didn't, what the hell's going on here? And I was married at the time, and my wife turns around and she's like, "Is that guy yelling at you?" I was like, "Yes." And he's a mainer. Some guy who has his own YouTube channel. He comes up to me, shakes my hand. He's like, "Hey, I love your channel." I'm like, "Oh, that's great." And he's like, "So do you have a channel?" And we had like a 5-minute conversation, and then we went into Walmart. So it was just kind of unexpected.
That's a good question for the panel. Anybody else been recognized?
I got recognized once. I was at work though, and I was not prepared for it. I was really busy at the time. I sort of just walked away and brushed it off. I sort of gave him a quick wave and kept doing what I was doing. I was right in the middle of something. It sort of threw me, I was not expecting it. Someone just sort of yelled out. They're like, "Hey, you're the diver dude." I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah," and kept going. They sent me a message. I had a quick chat with them later online, but yeah, at the time I was real awkward.
Interesting.
Not used to it.
I'm not that popular yet or anything like that. Before I started working at home, I worked at the Wayfair call center in Bangor, and somebody had approached me. Like, you just walk around, you know, there's no privacy there. And somebody actually approached me and pulled me over to the side. Says, you that guy, Gil Skillz guy? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Nothing special. Wasn't weird like Moose's.
I had one person at the scrapyard, and I was getting irritated at first because he blocked me from going to dump my iron, and he kept looking at me, and he goes, "Recycle, dude," and then he just ran off. And it was really.
So he said "recycle, dude," and then he ran in the opposite direction. Is that what you're saying?
He left, but he was stopping me from dumping my iron, so I was about to get mad, and then he yelled out "recycle, dude," and then he left. It was weird. But, yeah.
He was telling you to recycle, dude.
Oh, that could have been it. Yeah, that might have been the whole thing. That might have been it.
I'm just trying to catch up. It looks like Treasure Hustlers is almost having a conversation with themselves. Just a thing, I swear.
Big Cake gets funny looks. He gives funny looks too.
He does. He does. Big Cake, I'm telling you, he's an underrated channel right now, but he's going to catch on and get some traction quick.
Oh, he's growing fast.
Yeah,
he's grown pretty quick lately.
He's going to get even more traction than he's got now. I mean, yeah.
So he's putting out videos like all the time, which is good.
I want to find out which one, people in this group who have their own channels who are putting out videos. I want to find out who they are.
What are you trying to say, Moose? Could you?
So, like, not everyone who's like in this live chat right now has their own channel where they're posting videos, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So anyone who's in this chat who has their own channel who's posting videos, let me know, and I'll throw you out some shout outs or something. Put some links in some of my videos so you guys can try and get some more subscribers.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Moose Scrapper, he's an advocate for other creators as well. I got to tell you that. I mean, I'm speaking astutely when I say that, because he was my first real supporter. He threw my name out more times than I can count on his channel, and I've gotten so many subscribers because of him. Back in February, back in January to February, when YouTube changed it up and I lost the monetization, you know there was that month interval, and I contacted you like a week before the deadline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Moose, can you just,
like, hey, we got a week.
Just say go to Gil Skillz channel, check him out or whatever, throw me in the description or something or whatever. So he made a video just for me, and he said, well, for all YouTube creators, but you had me in there as a thumbnail. Anyway, long story short, I must have gained 200 subs just from you. Just for that.
In a week.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, great man. It's awkward talking about him when he's right there in the chat, but he's a great man.
Seriously.
It's more awkward for me.
I am no better than any other Joe Schmo on the friggin' street. So cut that crap out.
Okay, you bastard. I'm just kidding.
Diver Dude's wife is in the house. That's what I was Scrapping Palaman says.
All right.
Awesome. But no, seriously, Moose Scrapper, I mean, there are people out there that could care less. They could have easily have said no. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you didn't. So you're a good man for that. That's the unglazed. That's a plain donut. That's as plain as I can get it for you. You're a good man. I'm just making it more awkward for you. Sorry.
Yeah. Strapping Pal, Strapper Girl, Treasure Hunters. Who else has their own channel on here?
So actually, kind of a lot of creators in here. Obviously, Scrapping Pal, man, Big Keg.
Treasure Hustlers Treasure Hustlers has their own channel. Mouse had super chatted me $5, which was incredible. That's the first time anybody's donated to me.
Right, but I think Mammy Mouse just said she didn't have videos, or does she?
No, she doesn't make videos.
That's Diver Dude's wife.
That is my wife.
Is it?
Really?
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, thank
So where
you. You can pass it along too.
Oh, she's watching in the other room. That was all on her.
You can say hi.
That was extremely humbling. That's the Diver Dude's wife. You guys are slow as F. Okay, come on.
No, you want to hear something friggin' humbling? Was it like 3 years ago when I broke my leg? And I was like, I was pretty much screwed. One of my subscribers started a GoFundMe and raised like a few $100. I was like, crazy. I would never have expected that.
Wow.
But just in a matter of like a week.
Very cool.
That's pretty nice. How did you break your leg?
By slipping and falling on the ice. Nothing fun or exciting, nothing interesting, just fat guy falling on the ice. Yep. Yeah, it was pretty
So
good.
You weren't like ice skating or anything. You just
No, I was actually walking out of a friend's house, and that first step on the driveway, it was warm that day, so there's like a little glaze.
oh yeah.
Yeah. There are not very many times where you'll see my feet above my head. That was one of them.
Owie.
Jackpot Digger said, I had a really special donation, and he is in the chat right now.
We love you, Jackpot Digger.
It wasn't me. Oh. Well, like looking around, who was?
Hey, Jack is like women. You don't want to give him the money to this. Jack is like women. You don't you be giving my money to this guy. What is everyone going to be for Halloween? Ooh, good question. I'm going to be me.
Oh, good on you, Scrap and Pallet Man.
Scrap and Pallet Man. Geez, you didn't have to do that, man. Scrap and Pallet Man. You didn't have to do that, bud. Seriously.
Oh, Gil's gonna cry.
I just, this is the, I mean, I've never had anybody, do that until today.
All right, I'm testing a challenge here. What? How many $5 donations is it going to take to make Gil get into full-on tears?
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's a good challenge. Let's see that one.
That's a good challenge.
I like that.
Well, Baby Mouse, we love you too. I love you too. Thank you so much for being a part of, this journey with all of us. But especially with the Diver Dude.
Pick my butt.
She's a big part of my journey. She was my first subscriber.
Pick my butt.
Oh, there you go.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was good.
Clever.
Pick my butt said, I think you would have been happier if you donated him an old computer.
Let's see. Wow, feet above head. Yeah. Yeah, that's happened once or twice to me too. It's not pleasant. Never done the super chat before. You're my first. Aww. It's such a, I mean.
You look at Scrap and Pallet Man's hashtag, make him cry.
It's extremely humbling. It really is. I think he would have been happier if you donated him an old computer. I picked my butt. You're not entirely wrong. I wanted to donate couple of bucks too, but only take CC. Is that speech to text haunting you there, Jackpot Digger?
Bucks, but it only takes credit cards.
I
guess.
The Genius Challenge.
I do have eyes.
Wow.
Hey, Diver Dude, what is the coolest thing you have found in the dumpster?
Ooh, good question. Hey, buddy.
I don't know, that massive toy haul from Toys R Us. That's probably the coolest thing.
Yeah, that was a massive fall. I can't believe that.
Massive what?
Haul. I got a jackpot haul when Toys R Us shut down, and I got like 5 trolley loads worth of toys and all like new in the box, like brand new stuff.
Nice.
Heaps of stuff. That was the coolest,
So
except it's never gonna happen again because they shut down.
They will. I mean, there are other stores that are closed down. I mean, Gil showed, Bob showed me a video of this guy who like found this fishing lure company who
Scrap Vulture.
I mean, there we go. Tens of thousands of stuff in the dumpster. I mean, I people go to the dumpster behind Guitar Center and pull out like $2,000 guitars because one little thing's broken or it's a little bit scratched and dented, but still worth tons of money. So yeah, it'll happen again.
Yeah, true, very true. Going through the chat real quick.
Scrapper Girl says Virgin Chatter.
What? I wonder what is that the reference? Who's referencing?
I'm not sure.
That's another question for everybody.
That is. Not sure. Scrap Pallet Man, hashtag make him cry. Come on. That might be a regular occurrence if this keeps up. So, where exactly are you from, Diver Dude?
I'm from Australia. I live like an hour away from Big Keg.
Really?
Yeah.
An hour away, huh?
Yeah, roughly.
Sorry, I was laughing at Treasure Hustler's donation for $1.69. Is there a message there, Treasure Hustler?
I think we get the message in that one.
Oh man, what an awesome chat this evening.
That's funny.
Wow.
They said half a tear for that one.
Well, it was half funny, half touching.
It's awesome.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said touching, given the nature of the dollar amount.
That's a good point. Uh-oh. Is that twice? That's 2, sir.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, 1 for each of them.
Oh, see, I didn't think about that.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
That was, yeah.
I do want to reiterate, it's much appreciated, but believe me, it's not necessary. Just having you guys here is awesome enough. Seriously.
You got to cry for him now, Gil. You got to cry.
I'm all dried up.
I'm all dried up. He said I'm all dry. It's funny. I didn't think about that.
Bracelets, not brackets.
I'm with Mammy Mouse on that. I'd love to have a Big Keg Diver Dude collaboration.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You're only an hour apart. Why the heck not?
You guys should definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll hit you up, Big Keg.
That's 3, Mr. Gills.
No, it's crazy.
Now what?
What is with all these super chats tonight?
Mamie Mouse, make him cry.
Now I've got somebody in the live panel trying to sabotage me over here. Diver dude, hashtag cry Gil. Things coming.
When's your birthday, Gil?
It was last Sunday.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Did something go over my aerodynamic head or what?
I just thought it was funny for a second there that Treasure Hustlers actually gave you $5.07. Just they spread it out over 3 easy payments.
3 easy payments. I like that one.
But wait, there's more. I love you guys.
He said 3 easy payments.
Mammy Mouse says I'm a trendsetter. Yes, you are apparently. Birthday. Hopefully you're not scurred anymore, Scrap Pellet Man. Oh my gosh, Mammy Mouse, stop! Stop!
Another one?
Your wife is going to break the bank.
It's worth it. Happy birthday.
Oh well, thank you. That was awful nice of you.
What are you, 21?
Nice of her, but you know.
So Mammy Mouse wants some tears.
Yeah, she wants the credit.
It has to be natural, man. Treasure Hustlers as competition. That's pretty freaking cool.
So
yeah, Treasure Hustlers has to catch up now.
Yeah, I guess so. Jeez.
I agree.
No,
Hold on real quick. I got to update the chat. Scrapper Girl says gold bracelet, real gold 100%, 14K, and 200 pounds of copper rods is the coolest thing I found in the dumpster.
Yeah, that is really cool. But one thing you just got to remember that 14 karat gold is not 100% gold. It's only 58% gold. But still, I mean, gold bracelet, 14 karat, sweet.
That's tech. Yeah, that's technically right.
So you're looking at $600 on a dumpster dive. Can't complain with that.
The Jackpot Digger says, personally, coolest thing I ever found was a coffee grinder of 1800 solid. It is in the matter of a couple of hours for $80.
Nice.
Wow, a coffee grinder from the 1800s?
Very cool.
Wow.
So the treasure hustler.
$8 Aussie dollars.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Overtime for Jack.
Yeah, it's funny. It feels like $10 for me, not $5.
So it's the equivalent.
I'm not sure what is the conversion between Australian money and US.
I think it's right with treasure hustler is about $3.61.
Yeah, it's not very good.
You know, any amount of money that, I mean, for you to post that, it was seriously really cool. You guys didn't have to do that. And neither did Treasure Hustlers. Aussie dollars is less than American. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm catching up to the chat, guys. True, sorry, oopsies.
Canadian
you guys
money.
will have to come have a holiday here.
You know, I'm kind of surprised, you know, I'm surprised that our dollar, the American dollar or the US dollar, has stayed as strong as it has. Plus you 40%.
Looks like someone is buying some new scrapping gloves. That was in the chat.
I missed it in 2006. Yeah. Wow. You got 900?
Wow.
Gold?
Heavy bracelet.
Right.
Very cool.
2006, first time Canadian was stronger a tiny bit.
So, Recycle Dude, you wanna give out the you want to explain what our channels are about and what we're doing here tonight? Co-host.
What our channel or what this channel? What's going on tonight?
Well, there's really not much different. I mean, we're supporting each other's channels, but we've got special guests, and it's a Q&A. And you know what? I just said it, so I'm just going to say it.
You just explained it for him.
Yeah, I just said it.
You said it pretty well yourself.
But yeah, I mean, these chats normally are to support, YouTubers, and we're supporting you guys too. Tonight, support each other, check each other's channels out. But tonight is kind of special. We've got some special guests on, so feel free to ask them questions. We can offer tips and tricks to help your channel grow.
So Big Cake says our dollar is worth 71 cents.
Oh, wow. Treasure Hustlers, I'm confused.
I'm confused too. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
We got to get you got to
be clarification.
Kick my butt says very cool.
Oh shit, getting drunk together. Like Bitcoin, very cool with donating. Yeah, I picked my butt. I agree. It was really cool.
Yes, we've all seen you pick your butt.
No, you haven't. That was photoshopped.
Okay.
Damn it.
Treasure Hustler says they're lost.
Why are you lost?
Vacuum Expert says, Recycle Dude, Gills, Diver Dude, Moose, hello, how are you?
I'm quite well. How are you?
Doing well, Vacuum Experts. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the chat.
I'm well as well.
It's been an interesting evening.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Expert.
So in Australia, it's gonna be like what time? Like 7 or 8 in the morning right now?
It's 10:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit the road pretty soon. I've got stuff to do today.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You're not even drinking your coffee yet.
Oh, I've had coffee. Plenty of coffee. I've run off coffee.
I think I hear Mammy Mouse.
One moment, guys. Cover for me.
All right. So Scrapper Girl asks me, I guess, what do you plan for YouTube in the future? Well, with the Moose Scrapper channel, it's been kind of a struggle to find more things to actually make videos on, which I've been trying to do a lot more of lately. I find myself finding more ideas for the DIY Daddy channel than the Moose Scrapper channel, unfortunately. I'm one of those guys that gets my fingers in a lot of different things. So
you should go dumpster diving, Moose.
Dude, you do not want to see this guy trying to lean over a dumpster. I'll knock the freaking dumpster over, and then I'll have to clean it all up. So, no. Plus, I mean, no, in all honesty, one of the big problems that I have with dumpster diving, especially here in Portland, is that unfortunately the city does have a very massive heroin problem. So needles are everywhere, and that kind of freaks the hell out of me. So I kind of stay away from dumpsters.
Jackpot Digger says, Moose, would you mind talking a bit of your audience? Money you're making, just curious, your old videos are probably still being watched a lot.
So about the AdSense money?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I still don't fully understand how YouTube figures out what they pay folks. And no, I'm not going to sell used needles for $1 a piece there, treasure hustlers. But as far as what I'm making, it really depends. I mean, I've had months where I'm making $1,200 off YouTube, and months where I'm making $3. So it depends on the time of year. I find, like, especially this time of year in the fall, when people are starting to get to their computer and not spending as much time outside, I make a little bit more money. But yeah. I don't even know if I answered your question or not.
Hey, Nomadic Bike. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining the chat.
Nomadic Bike, how's it going?
So, Moose, and I'll let you go first, and then the Diver Dude. I'm asking both of you this question. Do you have any advice for any aspiring YouTube creators in this chat right now to help them grow their channel?
Yeah, get yourself a wife. Make you coffee.
That's a good start to any day.
Sorry, go ahead, Moose.
That's all right. Wow. Honestly, I mean, the only thing that I think really helped me out in the beginning was I was very dedicated, like super dedicated back then. I was like 2 videos a week for like the first year. So, I mean, just putting them out, trying to make sure that, my content was, fairly original. And back then my videos were pretty simple. It started off with a black and white title screen, and then no music, just black and white title, meat of the video, and that's it. Subscribe, like, whatever. So I think, if you're trying to, and I've been in this game several years now, and I barely have 50,000 subs. So, but I would say probably being very consistent with releasing those videos is the best thing that you could do.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, consistency is definitely a big key to YouTube. I think if I had any advice to anyone wanting to do YouTube or anything like that, just keep learning, keep trying new things and having fun with it. You don't always have to make the same sort of video if you don't want to, It's your channel, you can do whatever you want. So just express yourself and be whoever you want to be, I guess. Just have fun. That's what I do. I try and have fun at least. I was sort of making the same kind of video over and over again, which was okay. It was very consistent, which is good. It's what YouTube likes, but I also got a bit bored of it. So, do what you like doing, I guess. It's sort of why I've been changing things up, and I've also just been trying to learn new things. I'm learning new editing things and new camera tricks and all sorts of stuff, trying to improve. So just, yeah, have fun, keep learning. That's basically it.
Advice, man. That's great advice. Keep learning, because the learning curve never ends. Your journey never ends. It never ends until you die. And then even then, I don't know if it ends. But but you're absolutely right.
Oh, Scrap. Sweet. So Scrap Hawk is this kid, all right, out in Canada, I believe, and he's got some videos that are friggin' awesome. I believe this is the same kid who was scrapping all of this stuff on a freaking bicycle. He's like a teenager. It was amazing. I love seeing stuff like this. There's been a couple of kids out there that have subbed to my channels. When I see a kid who would rather go out there and make some money than friggin' play video games all day long, I just love to see that. And that kid's got some videos on that.
What is up, Scrap Hawk? Thank you for joining me.
She's stealing my mojo. The best part of waking up is Treasure Hustlers as your sub.
My bad. Scrap Hawk is from Pennsylvania, not Canada. There's another one from Canada. One Scrapper. That's the one from Canada. Sorry.
Scrap and Palman said that made him start singing the Folger song.
Let's see. What's wrong with playing video games? There's nothing really wrong with playing video games. Video games have a stigma of people getting addicted to them and spending every waking hour and second they have playing them. But there's nothing wrong with playing them in moderation.
What's right with playing?
You know, anything is good in moderation. Too much of anything is. Who am I kidding? But no, seriously. I mean, that's it. You know, playing video games has a stigma. It really does. You know, it can take your time away. But if you do it in moderation, it's fine.
Nikos Polsky, how is it going?
Those kids might turn into a 35-year-old butt maker. Nice. The Eco Guy started at 10 years old. That's funny. You talk about the Eco Guys quite a bit, Scrapper Girl. Yales.
Okay, stop with the coffee talk. I'm going to have to go make a cup.
And it's late for us. It's late for us.
Late? Not even 9 o'clock.
Never late for coffee.
It's getting late in the afternoon for us, Moose.
There we go.
It's good to see the support in the room. Everybody get that warm and fuzzy
Thanks
feeling.
for that, hustlers.
You saw that? Diver dude?
Well, we have a good time on our lives.
I try to catch your live, but it's like really early for us when you guys are on. Like 4 or 3 in the morning when you guys are on for us.
Yeah, just bad timing, I suppose. I can't really do it when my kids are up and running around, you know.
Oh yeah, well, just the time zone, just totally different.
Looks like we get somebody new in the chat.
Yep, Caroline Kaninki asks, what was the coolest thing you guys ever scrapped? Anybody can start this one.
That's
a good question, though. It really is.
I need time to think about that one. Did anything come to mind right away with you guys?
Interesting.
I don't know if the word "cool" is what threw me off about screen. So I don't know.
I can tell you the coolest thing that I found in a dumpster, but I can't tell you the coolest thing I ever scrapped.
That's the thing that threw me off. Yeah.
Gotcha. What's this? Another video? Oh, well, I did tell you in another video that the guys got me into scrapping and started on YouTube as well. He showed me Moose. Yes, that is very true. Very true.
Graham Talman said the coolest thing I ever scrapped was something that I should not have scrapped. A nice riding lawnmower.
Oh man, seriously? That's tough. You know, did you learn like after the fact that it ran and it was, man, that must have been an oh crap moment.
All right, I guess on that note, you made me think of something. So back in the day when I wasn't really doing eBay, I was tearing apart these like all-in-one Apple computers, and I pulled out the power supply, cut the wire and whatever, and then I was like starting to price the parts on eBay. The power supply was worth $100, you know. To make a long story short, yeah, it wasn't the brightest idea to scrap all the parts in the iMac.
But you learned.
You learned.
That's
definitely learned.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a learning experience.
That's right. I'm gonna have to go watch some Moose videos and learn about scrapping.
It was really fun having you on, the Diver Dude. It was nice to meet you finally. I'm going to have to catch up on some of your videos. But thank you for coming on the panel tonight.
That's all right. Thanks for having me. I do have to get going though, because I do have stuff to do today. So yeah, thanks for
All right.
having me on.
Good to see you, Diver Dude.
All right. Have a great evening. Good day.
Yeah, good day, man.
It's morning over there.
Maybe give Big Keg a call.
He should still be here.
Big Keg, you still here?
Yeah, he's modding, isn't he?
Yeah, he is still here.
He should be here somewhere.
Yes, he's modding.
Anyway, have a good night, boys.
On, just for a little bit.
Later, Diver Dude.
We'll probably stay on for another half an hour or so and then call it good. As long as that's okay with you guys.
Fine with me.
That's fine.
Here's me. Something the diver. Yep. Okay. Big Keg. Do you have Big Keg's email address? Not you, Moose. Recycle Dude.
I have to look. Give me a minute here.
Big Keg, if you don't mind putting your email in the chat, I can send you an invite if you'd like to be a part of the live panel. Rather.
You are a mod, so you can do that.
Yeah. Yep. Are you sure? Because I know you had a question. I know you had a question about telecom boards.
$11,000 wrongly printed aluminum cans.
Oh man! Wow.
All right, Big Keg's about to give us the email.
Awesome.
So back to that question of the coolest things you ever scrapped. I think one of the things that I've run into was also one of the hardest lessons learned. So one of my ads that I had out, I think it was on Craigslist. There was this guy who used to work for this company called National Semiconductor, and he had basically like a shop in his basement of all kinds of like electronic testing equipment, several oscilloscopes with different components. And he was retired, had no need for it, so he replied to my ad and had me come pick it all up. At the time, I was driving a Chevy Malibu, so I literally packed the trunk, the back seat, the passenger seat, and had stuff on my lap. I mean, the car was full of all these things. And as I was taking these apart, I was noticing that the gold plating, everything inside was gold plated, everything. All right. And it was a nice thick plate because these pieces were like from the 70s. So I was like really excited and, started scrapping a whole bunch of them. But then I had the idea of like, well, wait a minute. The guy said they worked. So then I looked on eBay and I probably broke down about $6,000 worth of electronics.
Oh my.
Basically just worth the gold recovery, which was nowhere near $6,000. But the rest of it, I was still able to sell. So yeah, that was probably the coolest thing I've ever scrapped and the hardest lesson ever learned.
Wow.
2-in-1, twofer. Well, there. Are you waving at Maybe Miles? But Maybe Miles, thank you so much for coming tonight, and thank you so much for your support, your love, and your donations. Again, you didn't have to do that, but it is very much appreciated. I hope to see you in one of my live streams. Now, me and Recycle Dude normally co-host. Sometimes it's on my channel, sometimes it's on his channel. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell for both channels. And check out Moose Scrapper's channel too. And hit subscribe and hit his bell. Ring that bell. Yeah, get quiet.
Yeah, a little bit.
23444. How are you? Better late than never. I'm glad that you joined the chat, man. It's awesome. Jeez. Treasure hustlers. But yeah, this is pretty much what it is. Me and Recycle Dude just kind of you know, we horse around, we have fun, we interact with the chat. You know, occasionally we do shout outs, and you know, we'd help, you know, with people's channels and whatnot. Moose has been hibernating.
I won't argue with that. Hibernating from YouTube, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be hard though. Seriously, I mean, you've done so much. You feel like you've already gone around the block when it comes to scrapping and everything. So it's hard to kind of reinvent the wheel when it comes to that kind of thing. Have you given any thoughts to doing anything any differently with the channel?
Who, me?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Because
well,
Recycle Dude's not there. Oh, shot. I think he went to the bathroom.
Right, again. And there he is. Or not.
He's got the bladder the size of a pea.
Oh, that explains it. So, I mean, as far as my channel goes, I've been thinking a lot about it and what I can do to make the channel still viable, still, you know, have fresh content that I can, you know, continue to put on it. And I keep finding myself thinking about the video intro to my channel that I made, you know, 6 or 7 years ago. That the channel it's about helping people to make money. And making a little extra change to pay the bills, do whatever you need to do with it. So, yeah, I kind of labeled it as a scrapping channel, but there's so many other things that can be done, you know, simply to make a little extra change, you know, at the end of the month, that, you know, maybe I need to start exploring some of those videos on that channel as well. I just don't know how people are going to respond to it because it's been primarily a scrapping channel.
I think a lot of your loyal viewers bought into your personality. Me and Recycle Dude talk about that all the time. It's not just the niche, it's the personality, it's the person, it's, you know, how you are, you know, in general, that people that attracts people to your channel. So I can't imagine it would be an issue, but that's just me. Jackpot Digger says, shot. So
No,
Scrap Digger says, I work with someone that scrap boards and the guts of traffic light controls for the city of Orlando. Oh my goodness. Huge aluminum plates and copper wire. I can imagine. Wow. Hey, Yonan.
What's up, my Vicarious? Good to see you. CT Coburn, good to see you.
Yeah, quite a few new people in here. So
I'm drinking Diet Ginger Ale.
Yummy. So Jackpot Digger says, anything went wrongly bad with your channel over the years, Moose?
Yeah, there have been a few videos out there over the years that have really touched people the wrong way. But nothing that I think that's gone like horribly wrong. Yeah, I don't think horribly wrong, no. But you know, it's one of those things that as you keep putting these videos out, you learn that no matter what you do, there's going to be people who are haters, and you just got to let that just roll off you and keep going.
And I think there's a follow-up question that he had, something that you regret or maybe would have done differently.
Well, that, yeah.
And apparently he's accusing me of stealing this question.
If anything that I would have done differently, I mean, hindsight's 2020. And I put a video out about this a couple of months ago. One of the big reasons why I've been, you know, kind of quiet on the channel as well for the last few months. I made some recommendations on some of my videos to a refiner that turned out to be not good recommendations. I'm trying to be cautious, you know, with what I say. But a lot of people ended up getting screwed, basically. Me as well. I lost probably a good $1,200 to $1,400 worth of precious metals. But you know, at the time, the suggestions that I made, I thought this was a reputable refiner. You never can tell. So, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, those videos where I did recommend that person have been taken down. So, yeah, I mean, that's my answer.
Yes. I mean,
it's hard.
You know, you're kind of a collateral damage in a sense. You know, it was collateral damage in a sense because, I mean, you trusted him, and you know, and yeah, you
there's a chance that maybe it wasn't entirely this person's fault, even though they could have handled it a lot differently. But I mean, who am I to judge that? So, I mean, I don't know. That's one of those things.
I did not get your email address yet. If you want to put it in the chat, or you can send it to my email address if you'd like.
Not to change the subject, Scrapper Girl was wondering, why is there moose and moose scrapper?
That's basically.
We both know the answer to that.
I'm from Maine. I'm big. I'm dark-haired and smelly. I mean, what else? You know, I'm a moose and I scrap. So there you go.
Well, you went in a different direction. That was going to go in.
There's big kicks.
They're moose in Maine. That's, you know. Kind of...
The nice thing though with that name is that if you just shift the S, it becomes a moose's crapper.
Ah, there you go.
Excellent. Okay, so Big Keg just put out. Okay, Big Keg, can you confirm that there's no typos in that? Because for some reason it's not, like when I go to invite you, it's not recognizing that as an option for a Gmail account.
I know for a fact that is the right Gmail.
Let's see. Bear with me, guys.
So Nomadic Bike is asking, so you don't scrap mooses?
Mises. Mooses.
Mice. Meese.
I am not sure what's going on here.
That's strange. Yeah, because if I use that email, it'll join.
I swear to God, I'm.
What are you doing?
Put his email address in. Normally, it'll auto-populate. It'll show the person. It'll say Big Keg underneath it or whatever, and it'll allow you to press the invite button. But it's grayed out.
I wonder if I can add. Okay.
No, it has to be the host. Unfortunately,
yeah, this is definitely the right one, though.
I don't get it. Do you have another Gmail address other than that one that I could try?
Usually.
Oh, wait a minute, I got it now. I got it.
Treasure Wrestler says usually it's there.
Just because you tried to call. I bet you that's what it was. I just sent you an invite, bud.
Treasure Wrestlers don't know how privileged they are. They know my real name. Not many people do. I don't think they realize that.
What is your real name?
Recycle Dude. It's Eric, obviously.
Everybody knows me as Bob. Spell my name backwards again. I can still Bob.
What's up, Mr. Big Keg? How's it going?
People, how are we all?
Good. It's really good to see you.
I don't know what was going on there. I don't know why my email wouldn't come through.
Did you say that you tried calling or tried doing something or?
Yeah, no, I tried calling you through Hangouts. I got your email address and tried it, and yeah, it just rang out. Well, shit happens.
No, it's all good. I think you can only like when you're live like this. I think you can only invite I can only invite people that would be able to call in. Unless I gave you the link.
Yeah. All right, I'm here. Hello.
Yay!
Hello, big cake, everybody.
How are we, people? I can't see the chat either. Just so you know.
So speaking of that, Jackpot Digger would like to know, asking Moose, what are the price of mixed steel in your area right now?
Moose or mouse?
Moose.
He's been calling you bloody mouse the whole time.
I've been called worse.
You don't look like a mouse, I can tell you. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what the prices are. I haven't checked it so long. But Moose, have you checked what the price of steel is in your area?
I have not, but I'll be going Monday, so I can tell you Monday.
Nice.
I think it's still under $100 a ton.
That's a net ton too, right?
Yeah.
How about you, Big Cake? What's your prices per pound rated?
It depends on where you go, but ours is about 19 cents kilo.
Okay.
So that's about roughly 9 cents a pound. But I think it's dropping.
So, Big K, I got a question for you, bud. Do you have those telecom boards right handy? You can show them to Moose if you like.
This one's for Moose. I found a telecom dumpster, mate, and I'm starting to get some boards out of it. And I don't really know. I'm very new to this micro scrapping, so I'm not really bloody sure what's what. But I'll show you this. This is an example of the telecom boards that I'm getting. And I don't know whether it's worth depopulating or not. There's some big chips on there, so I just thought I'd get your impression on that, mate. Could you see that?
Yeah. And you want to know if it's worth depopulating? Do you do any of the recovery and refining yourself, or what's your goal? Just to make money off it?
No, I don't do any refining. I just wanted to know whether I could probably just sell the chips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Better off selling the boards.
If you can pull them off quickly, all right? Like, do you have an air hammer with a chisel grip?
Oh, I don't. I've got bugger all, mate. She's all very hands-on.
All right. So there's just like a hammer and a chisel. If you can knock them off quick, if you're not spending a lot of time taking them off, by all means, pop them off, throw them in a 5-gallon bucket, and once that bucket's full, you can sell that for several dollars a pound online.
So a board like that would be, is it worth just leaving as it is? If you don't, just say a comparison, is it better off just to sell that? A telecom board's worth more than say a motherboard, or?
Typically, telecom boards are ranked higher. A good place to check is boardsort.com. They have prices for all the types of boards that are really they're really even with the rest of the market. So, and it also depends on your scrapyard. If they buy them at a different price, depends on what you're willing to do with it. I mean, board sorts are here in the States, so you'd have to ship it off, which you lose your profit there. But if you can find a refiner in Australia that takes these and offers differentiated prices for the different quality of board, it's definitely worth separating them out.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, I've only just started into the micro scrapping part of it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm still really just bloody learning what I'm got to do. I'm still trying to figure out whether there is a place like boardsort.com here, or am I better off, say, to contact E-Waste Ben and say, look, buy these off me, because I know he does buy stuff as well, Yeah,
there's nothing to that.
Yeah, he doesn't have board sort, and they don't have anything like boardsort.com in Australia that I'm aware of anyway. It's tough. It really boils down to your time. I mean, the IC chips are worth it. I mean, there's some healthy big chunks of ICs on there. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, yeah. I've got all the time in the world at the moment, so it doesn't worry me.
I think it depends, like the quantity of boards you have, and like you said, maybe you should contact E-Waste Ben if he's close to you. Then you guys might be able to work something out.
He's not close. He's a long way away. Like he'd be 1,200 mile away from me, but I do know that he buys that sort of stuff. But whether he's been shipped and I don't know. It's just that was a thought. There are a couple of places around here that do buy them, but their prices aren't real bloody good, I can tell you.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if you were to, even if you said he's like 1,200 miles away. Yep. Right. So I'm pretty sure that even if you were to save a 5-gallon bucket of IC chips and box it up and ship it to him, we could deal with him. Say, whatever you recover, just give me half. It'll still be worth it for you because the amount of gold recovered from 5 gallons of IC is going to be at least $300 or $400 worth of gold, at least.
You're right. Okay, good. Sounds good to me. Yeah, like I said, I'm only just sort of starting this sort of the micro scrapping side of it. I really wasn't a scrapper. But it's just, I find it bloody enjoyable.
It's relaxing. It's ironically relaxing, isn't it?
I did my first desktop the other day, and man, I nearly threw it out threw it out the bloody garage. Man, it was it's an older model, so there was no ribbon wire or anything like that. It wasn't really. It was held in the drive and everything was held in so bloody well. And I figured out after I pulled it all apart how to pull it apart properly. I mean, I had the chisel out and was bashing the shit out of it.
That was a fun video to watch.
I was getting so frustrated. You got no idea. But that was my first one ever of a tower. And all it was pushing a tab. If I'd have pushed the tab, the whole bloody lot would have come out, but I didn't know, And I actually looked through everyone's videos, and not having to go at you, Moose, but there was nothing in there to say how to pull these out. It was in a container, in its own cage, but there was nothing anywhere on anyone's videos to say push that tab and the whole lot slides out. Sort of people skipped over that bit, so I thought, well, I might better make sure I put this in here because if someone does actually look at the video, then they go, oh, hang on, Big Keg did this, and I go, yeah, right, after bloody bashing the shit out of it with the chisel.
That was the fun part for me. No.
I didn't show that. But yeah. I mean, I think I called it a father mucker at one stage.
I'm sorry. I'm just watching the chat. And I just noticed that Treasure Hustler said that Recycle Dude wasn't a mod. I made him a mod real quick, and I says, yeah, he's a mod. He's like, no, he isn't. I'm like, yeah, he is. And he said something, of course, is blew down. She says, oh, figure out the iced tea, whatever. Oh, too funny. Eco says, Moose Scrapper, a scrapper god.
I just want to Moose. My channel, I go under the name of Big Keg, but it comes up as Fat Bastard Garage all the time. So you jumping around in bloody bins and stuff like that, I know exactly what you mean, because I don't do it myself because I'm a fat bastard. But your channel, I'm not calling you a fat bastard, but anyway, your channel, if you want to change it, mate, go for it. I mean, I started doing different things on mine, and I did a poem the other day and instantly lost subs. But then about 2 days later, I got the subs back again.
Right.
It's like an Aussie poem, And I intend to do that sort of thing. I'm probably lucky because I've got a young channel. I intend to do that sort of thing while the channel is small. And if people don't like it, well, they can piss off. That's just it, If you don't like what I put out in my channel, if you don't like my personality, which is what a lot of people come for, yes, they like the to find out information and But if you don't like the person's personality, you're not going to watch. I know there's a lot of scrappers out there that I don't watch because I don't like their personality.
Yeah,
mate. If you want to change,
isn't it?
If you want to change what you're going to do it. Don't let anything bloody stop you. Just go for it.
I mean, wouldn't you agree, Big Keg, that really it's somebody's personality really is the essence of their channel?
That is. I think I agree with that.
Well, that got a good reaction, didn't it?
I don't know what to say to that. I mean, okay.
Oh, I'm swearing. Sorry.
All right, bud. Sure.
So I won't change the subject, but Jack Huntinger says, my suggestion to Moose would be, don't mind how people would react to what you do. With your channel, never forget it's your channel, not theirs.
Right.
Well
That's
said.
correct.
Well said.
And don't worry about haters, because even if they dislike, they're still interacting on your channel and you're getting views.
Right, right.
I reckon Moose probably know about trolls and haters, and I mean, he's been around for a long time, so.
Yeah. I get haters every single day, every day. There was actually a couple of times where I included some of the messages that I got from some of my viewers at the end of a couple of videos, just because they were so hilariously hateful, coming from just. I've gotten to a point where I don't let that stuff bother me at all anymore. I mean, no one's gonna like everything that you do.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah, true, mate. True. I put one video out. It's got more dislikes than likes, which is pretty good.
Okay.
It doesn't mind me. I don't care.
All engagement.
I always say the bigger you get on YouTube, the more dislikes and the more trolls you're going to get. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago, I made a video about making a few extra bucks by saving your box tops for education and then selling them on eBay. Oh my God! You thought I raped a puppy? It was. I mean, the reaction that I got from people was so negative. I think I took the video down. I mean, they were like teaching. All these other people were like saying, "Oh, you're ruining the program." I'm like, well, how? These people are buying the box tops to give to their schools, so it's not getting lost. I don't get it, but whatever.
I find it funny how people just get onto a channel, and once they're on there and they're comfortable and you've done a bit, you do something different, and they instantly, what are you doing that for? Why? They're just, people like what you're supposed to do, not
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean, anyway.
Right.
I definitely do.
Scrapper Girl says, I can listen to Big Keg all day.
I know, it's the accent. It's awesome.
Mate, you should hear me speak strine, which is the exaggerated Australian accent, which is what I'm going to do some videos on, Australian slang. Is it disappearing?
Nice.
No, I can be a fucking Steve Irwin, mate, and talk like that all the time, and you know. Crikey, mate, there's a crock in my driveway. What do? Ah, slap it with me thong. That's what I'll do.
I have no idea what you just said. I just heard crocodile and everything else was just hilarious.
I think he said he was going to slap a crocodile with a thong.
Yeah, mate, I have to take the thong off my foot to do it, though.
Oh, man.
Different word for thong. Hey, flip-flops over there.
Treasure also says, oh, hell no.
See, over here, if you want to beat someone up, you give them a good thonging. Not that I beat anyone up. Sorry, no. I'll retract that. But, yeah, I'm going to do some videos on Australian slang because Australian slang nowadays, we've got so many millennials And I talk to millennials, and they got no. I mean, I'm only 60. I'm not that bloody old, but the art of the Australian slang is disappearing. So I'm gonna make that a bit of a mission for me to at least put it out there so it's on record. It's something that is disappearing. Millennials and whatever the bloody hell the other ones are, I don't know what they all are nowadays. I talk to them, mate. And after time, I'll just put a couple of slang words in like I normally do, and they got no idea what I'm talking about. Now I'm thinking, fuck me dead, man. You're Australian. You should know. Oh, sorry. I'm swearing again.
That's all right. It's all good, man. Seriously. Hey, are you planning on doing more live streams, Big K?
Only once I get my phone fixed, mate, because this one that I'm operating off at the moment turns everything blue, yellow. I have an orange beard, blue face, and a purple tongue, and I don't know why. I don't know why it does it. So I need to fix my other phone to try and do it like that. Or Recycle Dude's going to help me fix this bloody laptop that I've got here with the blue screen.
I actually am, yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, if that gets going, that'll be good. Then I'll do it through that. But yeah, I like live streaming. I quite enjoy it. I like the interaction. I like this. I think this, like, you can only type so bloody quick, and then by the time you blokes read it, you've got no idea what I've actually said because the conversation is, turned on to something.
People can lose context in a chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the people in the chat know what's going on. But then when you read it, you've got no idea. So this live streaming is it's bloody excellent. I love it. I reckon it's great. You guys do such a like. 5 years ago, I had 35 subscribers. I've gained 200 subscribers via live. So, I'm only, like I said, Moose, I'm only a very small bloody channel, but I've got a few videos out there, but if you saw the start of my stuff, oh my God, what a dipshit I was.
You learn.
Watch my first video, KK. Watch Recycle Dude's first video.
Yeah. I can't
watch Scrapper's first video.
Oh, mate, I couldn't scroll that far in Moose Scrapper's bloody timeline to find his last one. First one.
Yeah, when you first learn it, it's how it goes. I think everybody's first videos aren't the best.
Well, I've progressed already. Mine originally started out how I was going to get my car going properly, and I ran out of bloody money, so I had to find something else, and I started watching Scrappers, and I thought, well, I can do that, but then I can't fit Kingdom gets the shits with me because I'll drive past a big bloody barbecue or a washing machine or stuff like that. It won't fit in the car. I don't have the room to be able to scrap it, so I've got to go for the small stuff. But old Kingdom gives me crap over. Oh, you're killing me! You left the Barbie behind. So I'm doing the scrapping as a way of, to make money to get my car fixed or buy another car, one or two. That's how my whole thing journey sort of started, and even in that short time, it's progressed from trying to do up a car to micro scrapping, which is just wow. Who'd have bloody known?
Scrapper Girl says, "You guys are a handsome bunch, but leave the thong to me."
Oh, do you really want me to say something for that? I'll leave it alone.
Jumping at the bit bad. There's Scrapper Girl. So wants to say a retort.
She is making recycling sexy. Just put high tops on next time.
Yes, sir. All right.
Drop of the YouTube. Sorry, I said there's no dropping the boobies out on YouTube.
No.
I'm glad this is on Gil's channel. That's all I can say.
Well, the challenge was to make Gil cry at some point, so maybe this is how we do it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I reckon I could make him cry.
You know, like I said before, I try to keep my channel clean, you know, when my videos clean and whatnot, but I'm not perfect. I swear to, man. When I get off this thing, I swear. I mean, get me on one of your live streams now. Just kidding. No.
I don't know. You're not Australian if you don't swear. That's just part of our nature. I just let it.
I mean, the Trailer Park Boys live less than 6 hours from me, for crying out loud.
What was that? Sorry?
I said the Trailer Park Boys live 6 hours from me, less than 6 hours from me, for crying out loud. You know who the Trailer Park Boys are, I hope?
No.
No? Okay. You got to Google them.
I Pick My Butt says, I like thongs. They do the sticking for me.
I Pick My Butt should be used to thongs. That's what you got to pick them out of.
Yeah. All right.
What colour are you wearing right now then? I Pick Mine?
So Pneumatic Bike wants Scrapper Girl to send the pics.
All right. What kind of stream are we turning into here?
I don't know. Things are kind of taking a different tone going on here.
What is this stream turned into?
We were talking about scrapping, but I don't know.
It's my fault.
We weren't even talking stripping wire or nothing.
I've turned up and it's degraded totally.
They're talking about stripping wires in a pole.
Well, I think we've been on for going on 2.5 hours now. I really appreciate you guys being on the panel with me. I really appreciate everybody that's been on the chat and that's supported the channel. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, guys.
Alrighty.
All right, mate. No problem.
Well, I'm calling it a morning for Big Keg. He's the only one now.
Nearly lunchtime.
There you go. Well, thank you again, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for making it special, and have a great night.
Thanks for having me, and nice to meet you, Moose.
Same here.
Very good to meet you, Moose.
Goodbye, everyone in the chat.
My pleasure. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
We've got to do this again sometime.
That's good.